Sunday, February 4th, 2024, afternoon edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good afternoon, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News, the AI-generated News Digest Daily Intellireport. As always, I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics and summarizing them for you. Without further ado, here are the headlines of the day. Ruslan Chinska, 99, is Rachmaninoff's last living student. Buddy Holly plane crash, the day music died. How to retrieve deleted iPhone text messages. Tesla's hazardous waste problem in California scrutinized. South Carolina voters hit the polls for primary. Everton versus Tottenham Hotspur Premier League highlights. Samsung offers new freebies for Galaxy S24 users, and much more. But first, let's take a look at this day in history.
February 4th in history. February 4th, 1801. John Marshall is sworn in as Chief Justice of the United States. February 4th, 1948. Ceylon, later renamed Sri Lanka, becomes independent within the British Commonwealth.
Today's obituaries. Yoko Abe. Brief Wikipedia summary. Yoko Abe, a Japanese calligrapher and the widow of Shintaro Abe, has passed away at the age of 95. She was known for her calligraphy and was considered the godmother of the Kishi Abe family, a prominent Japanese political family. Abe died on February 4th, 2024. Rafael Alvaira, 81, Spanish philosopher. Hage Geingob is the president of Namibia since 2015 and former prime minister. He has died at the age of 82 after battling cancer. Geingob was a prominent political figure in Namibia, known for his efforts in national reconciliation and modernizing the government. Kurt Hamrin, brief Wikipedia summary. Kurt Hamrin, a Swedish footballer who played for clubs such as AIK, Fiorentina and AC Milan, has passed away at the age of 89. Hamrin had a successful career, winning various titles and representing Sweden in the 1958 FIFA World Cup. He is considered one of the greatest Swedish footballers of all time. Lowitja O'Donoghue, a prominent Australian Aboriginal public administrator and Indigenous rights advocate, has passed away at the age of 91. O'Donoghue served as the inaugural chairperson of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Commission from 1990 to 1996 and was patron of the Lowitja Institute, a research institute for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander health and well-being. She was known for her advocacy and leadership in advancing the rights and welfare of Indigenous Australians. Aston family man Barrett, 77, Jamaican musician, Bob Marley and the Wailers, the Upsetters. Angel Franco Martinez, 85, Spanish football referee. Keith King is a 75-year-old American politician who served in the Colorado House of Representatives from 1999 to 2007 and in the Colorado Senate from 2009 to 2013. He was also a member of the Colorado Springs City Council from 2013 to 2017. King was recognized for his notable achievements in the fields of education and business, and he received several legislative awards throughout his career. Regrettably, he passed away on February 3rd, 2024. Pavel Plok, brief Wikipedia summary. Pavel Plok, an 80-year-old Czech Olympic biathlete who competed in the 1968 and 1972 Olympics, has passed away. Helena Rojo, brief Wikipedia summary. Helena Rojo, a Mexican actress and model, passed away at the age of 79 due to liver cancer. She had a successful career in the film industry, working with renowned directors and appearing in both Mexican and international films. She also had notable roles in television and theatre. Abdullah al-Sadawi. Brief Wikipedia summary. Abdullah al-Sadawi was a Bahraini actor, director and playwright. He won the directing award at the Cairo International Festival for Contemporary and Experimental Theatre and was a founding member of several regional theatre companies. He died at the age of 76. Vittorio Emanuele. Brief Wikipedia summary. This article is about Vittorio Emanuele, Prince of Naples, who is an Italian royal and the disputed head of the House of Savoy. He has held this position since 1983 and is currently 86 years old. Wee Cho Yaw. Brief Wikipedia summary. Wee Cho Yaw, the former chairman of United Overseas Bank, UOB, in Singapore, has passed away at the age of 95. Wee joined the bank's board in 1958 and became chairman in 1974. Under his leadership, UOB expanded its branch network and diversified its business interests. Wee's son, Wee Ee Chong, succeeded him as CEO of UOB.
And now on to today's news.
General news.
Apple Original Films Argyle, with C+ cinema score and near $17 million opening, isn't cutting it at the weekend box office. Saturday update from Deadline.
Apple Original Films' $200 million acquisition of Matthew Vaughn's Argyle is not performing well at the box office, with an $18 million domestic and $35 million global start. Despite being a multi-supporting actor and actress ensemble, the film is not attracting audiences to theaters. Apple's expensive movies, such as Argyle, Napoleon, and Killers of the Flower Moon, are not profitable and lack ancillaries like foreign TV deals. However, these films serve as brand plays to drive subscriptions to Apple TV+. Ultimately, Apple may need to tighten its belt and reconsider its approach to high-budget movies.
Watch AX-3 astronauts leave International Space Station in SpaceX Dragon capsule on February 5th after delay. Space.com.
The 4 astronauts of the private AX-3 mission will depart the International Space Station in their SpaceX Dragon capsule no earlier than Monday, February 5th, due to bad weather. The departure can be watched live on Space.com or through NASA.
South Carolina voters hit the polls in today's Democratic primary. Fox News.
Samsung makes new free offers for Galaxy S24 users. Forbes.
Samsung is offering exclusive deals for early buyers of the Galaxy S24 series smartphones, including the S24, S24 Plus, and S24 Ultra.
Sin finds Michelle O'Neill to be First Minister of Northern Ireland. The Washington Post.
Northern Ireland's parliament buildings have reopened after 2 years without a functioning government. Michelle O'Neill from the nationalist Sinn Féin party has been named as First Minister, becoming the region's first nationalist leader. O'Neill emphasized that she would be a First Minister for all and called it a historic day. The power-sharing agreement means that O'Neill and the new DUP Deputy First Minister will share duties and be equals in power. The prospect of a united Ireland remains some way off, according to experts.
Business news.
Job growth is trending up even as some industries experience big layoffs. This is why. The Associated Press.
The article explains that despite high-profile layoff announcements by large companies, the U.S. has experienced strong job growth in recent months. The layoffs have mainly occurred in sectors such as technology, finance, and media, while other industries such as manufacturing, healthcare, and hospitality have continued to add jobs. The article suggests that many companies overhired during the pandemic and have now realized they no longer need as many employees. Despite the layoffs, the overall job market remains healthy, with consistently vigorous hiring and a low unemployment rate.
Liquidation of China's Evergrande has a lot of similarities to Lehman Brothers, analyst says Fox Business.
The article discusses how a Hong Kong court has ordered China's Evergrande Group, the heavily indebted real estate developer, to liquidate. The ruling could have significant implications for China's economy and potentially impact foreign businesses investing in China. The collapse of Evergrande has been compared to the bankruptcy of Lehman Brothers, which played a major role in the 2008 global financial crisis.
As investors pile into psychedelics, idealism gives way to pharma economics, the Associated Press.
The psychedelic medicine industry is witnessing a surge in funding as numerous startups vie to be the first to market mind-expanding drugs for mental health conditions. However, this has upset longtime advocates who had hoped to make affordable psychedelics widely accessible. Many now worry that these drugs will become expensive, specialized medications controlled by a select few biotech companies. Despite the recent excitement and interest in psychedelics, investors have become hesitant due to the challenges of transforming illegal drugs into profitable medicines. The leading nonprofit organization, the Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies, MAPS, has had to seek private investors as donations have dwindled. The psychedelic medicine industry faces challenges due to the nature of psychedelic drugs and the expenses associated with their administration under professional supervision. Additionally, the industry is grappling with the issue of patents as companies seek to patent key components found in magic mushrooms, ayahuasca, and other substances.
How bad is Tesla's hazardous waste problem in California? Ellipsis, The Verge.
Tesla has agreed to pay $1.5 million to settle a lawsuit filed by 25 California counties. The suit accused the company of illegally disposing of hazardous waste. It alleged that Tesla intentionally and negligently mishandled materials, violating state health and safety codes. Waste management experts criticized Tesla, stating that the company should have been more aware and that its actions were highly problematic.
Technology news. How to retrieve deleted text messages on an iPhone, USA Today.
The article provides a guide on how to recover deleted text messages on an iPhone. It suggests using the Show Recently Deleted feature or message filtering to find and recover deleted messages. It also mentions the option to automatically delete old messages to free up storage space.
Sports news.
Everton versus Tottenham Hotspur, Premier League highlights, February 3rd, 2024, NBC Sports.
Mercedes will discuss the future of Hamilton's Formula One engineer Bono before his move to Ferrari. This news was reported by motorsport.com.
Lewis Hamilton will be leaving Mercedes to join rival team Ferrari in 2025. When top drivers change teams, they often bring along staff members from their previous teams to help them settle into the new environment. It is not known if Hamilton's race engineer, Peter Bonington, will be willing to move to Italy with him. This would require a tight transition period as Bonington would have to stay with Mercedes until the end of the current season. Ferrari would need to reshuffle their team to accommodate Bonington if he decides to join.
People born on this day.
Matthew Cobb is a British zoologist and author known for his popular science books. He is a professor of zoology at the University of Manchester and has appeared on various BBC radio programs. Cobb's books have received awards and nominations, and he has also written for publications such as New Scientist and The Guardian.
Vyacheslav Ekimov. Here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. Vyacheslav Ekimov is a former Russian professional racing cyclist who won 3 Olympic gold medals. He was also named Russian Cyclist of the Century in 2001. Ekimov had a successful career and rode for teams such as USPS and Discovery Channel. After retiring, he became a director sportif and general manager for various cycling teams.
February 4th, 1918. Luigi Parison, Italian philosopher and author, died in 1991.
Health news.
Man thought cancer symptoms were caused by stress. BBC.com.
A 22-year-old man from Gloucestershire, Keasley Lanfear, is urging young people to be aware of the warning signs of cancer after initially mistaking his symptoms for stress caused by his job as a wedding planner. Lanfear was diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin lymphoma at the age of 21 and wants to break down the stigma surrounding a cancer diagnosis. He is now in remission after completing chemotherapy treatment. The Teenage Cancer Trust has released research showing that only 17% of 13 to 24-year-olds are aware of the 5 main warning signs of cancer in young people.
Entertainment news.
I couldn't take it. Larry David reveals what led him to attack Elmo on live TV. HuffPost.
The article discusses how HuffPost is committed to providing free access to high-quality journalism, as not everyone can afford expensive news subscriptions. They rely on contributions to keep their stories free for all, with even a small amount like $2 making a difference.
What caused Buddy Holly's plane to crash 65 years ago? The day that music died, fox weather.
The article discusses the tragic plane crash that killed Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and J.P. the Big Bopper Richardson on February 3, 1959. It explores the winter weather conditions, lack of communication about the weather, and the inexperience of the pilot as factors that contributed to the crash. The article also mentions the difficulties the musicians faced on the Winter Dance Party tour leading up to the crash.
Ruth Slenchinska, 99, is Rachmaninoff's last living piano student. The Washington Post.
Ruth Slenchinska, a child piano prodigy, became Sergei Rachmaninoff's only living student after filling in for him at a performance in 1934. Now, at the age of 99, Slenchinska has retired from playing the piano and recently released her first album in nearly 60 years.
Now a couple of dad jokes for you.
Why do fish live in salt water? Because pepper makes them sneeze. Hear about the new restaurant called Karma? There's no menu. You get what you deserve.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD Intellireport. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.